Deep water ahead!
How about him at 10, sir? Stand by to anchor.
Stand by to anchor! Let go!
One shot from Montague against us. What's that above the ramparts, Jones? What do you make of it?
A continental flag, sir. The fort is taken.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, a decent respect of the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.
Come in, sir?
Come in, Woolley.
As you instructed, sir, I sent the papers ashore. Scipio and Cato are now legally free.
At the same time, I received my first independent command. Think of it, Mr. Woolley, the whole Atlantic seaboard is to be our bailiwick.
Oh, we're small, sir. We only carry 12 guns.
We're trim and fast. Our craft is a good sailor, handy as a sixpence. She'll dance through a line of frigates like a French ballerina. Think of it, Mr. Woolley, with any luck at all, you'll have your pockets full of gold soon. Prizes galore from Nova Scotia to the West Indies.
A whole fleet of frigates and ships of the line guarding them, just waiting for us.
The better the sport. The old saying, discretion is a better part of valor, will change to impudence is, or maybe sometimes a better part of discretion. Come in.
Mr. McBean's aboard, sir.
McBean? What's he doing away from the plantation? McBean, you old rascal, welcome aboard. But who gave you leave to desert the plantation?
Captain Jones, there's no plantation anymore. Every building's burned, crops destroyed, livestock killed. Lord Dunmore's troops and his Tory friends have left you only blackened ground.
Lord Dunmore is entitled to his own conception of civilized warfare. He and his know where I am, what I'm doing. But the servants, the plantation was their home, too. What happened to them?
Carried off to be sold in Jamaica.
The lash of the cane fields. The orders to sail tomorrow. Take, sink, burn and destroy all such ships, vessels, goods, and effects of the enemy. By the Continental Congress and the help of Jehovah, I will.
Captain, I might as well tell you the rest. Miss Dorothea is pledged to Mr. Patrick Hammond.
Am I still in your employ? There's no fortune left but my sword. No prospect except getting alongside the enemy.
A musket's no stranger to my hands. And I brought my pipes and the kilt along.
See, Woolley. Tell him to find a berth for you.
Sail ho! Well away! 2 points off the starboard bow! Watch your helm! Away, boarders!
Sunk, burned, or captured 18 ships. One transport alone off Newfoundland, we've seized 10,000 complete uniforms, 7,000 blankets, 1,400 tents, nearly 2 million rounds of ammunition, medical supplies and surgical instruments, all intended for the wintering of General Burgoyne's army.
Land in sight, sir.
Very good. I'll be right up.
Aye, aye, sir.
Sit down, sir. Here's a complete report of the entire cruise for the Marine Committee.
Prizes have already arrived in port. Splendid, Captain.
A few weeks to refit and take in stores, and we'll be ready to sail again. A better crew never trod deck.
You will no longer be in command, sir.
Another ship? I hate to leave this little beauty, but...
There is no other ship. At least not yet. While you were at sea, the Marine Committee compiled a naval list. There are 18 captains on that list, and you're the 18th. In short, sir, there are more captains than there are ships. And as you're the most junior...
1,000 useful things we could learn from the King's Navy. Instead, we adopt its worst fault, appointment by political or family influence. But forget me. Much more important, Mr. Hughes, is that this infant navy of a new country is already plagued by favoritism and corruption. That must be stamped out at the beginning. You'll have no navy.
I'm sorry, sir. Why not see the man who signed your commission? John Hancock. He's in Philadelphia.
I might do that. I'm trying to get a straight answer out of someone on the Marine Committee, Mr. Hancock. Why have I been given no orders to get another ship?
Most of the Marine Committee are already on the road to Baltimore. See me there.
And waste more weeks while Washington's army goes without the supplies I can capture? I'll write my own orders if you'll sign them.
The truth is, I can't. The committee drew up a new order of ranks.
I'm well aware, Mr. Hancock, that my name was on the bottom of the list. But why?
The list was drawn up very hastily without attention to merit or ability. But the Lee, Hopkins, and Adams forced it through.
So it's they who rated me out of a ship. 18th below bunglers and cowards and captains who never been to sea.
It will be rectified. Hughes, Morris, and Tom Jefferson are your friends. I, too. Count on us and come to Baltimore.
I think not. Rather than a shipless captain begging before Congress, I'd sooner shoulder a musket. My resignation from the Continental Navy will be delivered to General Washington at Valley Forge.
works most of the night. I'll take you to it.
Captain John Paul Jones, sir.
I have heard of your action, sir. Please be so patient as to wait until I've finished with this letter. Yes, sir. Wretchedness and misery we have long been accustomed to. Only today, one of my officers has reported to me that the situation of the camp is that, in all human probability, the Army must soon dissolve. The love of freedom which once animated the breasts of those born in this country is now controlled by hunger, one of the keenest of human necessities. A prospect now opens of absolute want, such as will make it impossible to keep my command much longer from dissolution. Even mutiny has been added to my burdens, and night and day the surgeons ply their bloody business as frostbite, more terrible than the enemy's cannon, causes the necessity of mass amputation. There's no need, sir, for you to listen to this litany of gloom. And I do not have to tell you that your captured cargo was of great help. You are to be commended. But, sir, why are you here?
I've come to offer my services, sir, in any capacity.
You are a proven sea officer. Why are you not with your ship?
I have no ship, sir. I know my profession is a sea officer, but what use is that in a Navy where officers are chosen only by influence? 17 captains promoted above me. So, sir, I am resigning my commission in the Continental Navy of the United States.
What are you fighting for, Jones? The principle of liberty or promotion? You talk of the Continental Navy of the United States. But, sir, there will be no United States unless all of us remain united and bound by that vision of liberty and freedom of tyranny which we swore and which we have dedicated ourselves to make a fact. And it will be a fact. The goal will be attained, and the permanent design will be set for the new generations of free men that I am sure will live by the high ideals we have set in this blessed land. The United States will continue to exist as long as we have faith.